Hi everyone, welcome back to Famous Unknown. I have these two videos with me, okay? And in the video, there are these two females who are sharing their opinions or their experiences in Ghana. One is talking about how real estate agents or rental property owners are charging dollars and not the cities. And she doesn't understand the fact that they're doing that, because you can't go to the US and then charge things in cities or even pay things in cities. So why is it happening in Ghana? And before we talk about it, let's go watch the video.
You're charging US dollars in Ghana. Why? Like, this is not making any sense to me. And I'm just here trying to make it make sense. There are landlords and builders that are here trying to rent property and sell property using US dollars. Please explain to me, what average Ghanaian can afford to live on a US economy in Ghana? I'll wait. Like, it's just straight stupidness. And for all the foreigners that's traveling into Ghana supporting this BS, y'all need y'all whooped, cause it just don't make no sense. Can we go to the US and charge in CDs? I'll wait. There is no way I am ever about to pay US dollars for nothing in Ghana.
You heard her, right? Yeah, and she's right. It doesn't make any sense of people charging in dollars, which the main currency for Ghanaians or for a country called Ghana is cedis. I don't know why it's happening like that, but I blame the ministers, or I blame the banking sector. If you go to the Ghana Parliament and when they're talking and it involves money, everything is in dollars. Let's say they're going to borrow money. If they're borrowing money from, let's say, USA, okay, yes, or IMF, I know they're going to get the money in dollars. But then they should convert everything into cedis and talk about cedis instead of the dollar. If you understand what I mean, if, let's say you're borrowing 100 million, convert that money into Ghana cedis and then say, and Bank of Ghana, I think there is a law that people shouldn't operate in exchanging dollars or charging people in dollars. But if you have a law like this, then I think there should be groundwork so that these things doesn't happen. If we were to go to Kempinski Hotel, they're charging dollars. Some rental properties, they're charging dollars. And it hurts her to hear like these diasporans coming in and then paying in dollars. They should be fighting for that. Like, no, Ghana operates with cedis, so everything should be in cedis. So in her case, I agree with her 100%. And she's right. She's right. So Ghanaians, wise up. Forget the dollar, and then let's use our own cedis in anything that we do. Any money transaction, it should be in cedis. All right? Now let's move on to the second video and let's see what she has to say.
Ghanaians are literally the most overworked and underpaid in the whole world. Like, it just truly baffles me that Ghanaians, like the locals in Ghana who have a job, who work for a company or whatever the case may be, it really just baffles me that they're working long hours a day, sometimes over 8 hours a day, and they get paid monthly. Like, that's crazy. And then to top it off, the monthly pay is like 600 cedis, maybe 1,000 cedis, maybe 1,200 to 1,500 cedis. Like, if you're lucky, if you have a good job. That is so crazy to me, getting paid every month. And then to top it off, what just even blows my mind even more is that people take dollars in Ghana. So you're literally basing the Ghana economy based on US dollars, which absolutely makes no sense, because in the US, most people get paid weekly or bi-weekly. Very few people get paid monthly. So for you to be charging dollars in Ghana is absolutely absurd.
So in her case, she's talking about how Ghanaians are overworked, okay? The average Ghanaians, they work too much. They work 8 hours, sometimes more hours. And the more hours they work, it's not like they're getting paid overtime. They don't get paid overtime. They pay them monthly, okay? Every month they get paid. And the pay is not like something huge. So she's saying, why are they getting paid monthly? It's too much. And she was comparing this to the US. Saying people get paid weekly or bi-weekly. Only few get paid in a month. And also stressed about how some places they also charge dollars. I agree with her about how appalling and how absurd it is for people to be charging dollars. Meanwhile, our currency is cedis. Yeah. But then comparing Ghana to the US, that's a different countries. And they have different GDP, right? Because I know even in Canada, the minimum wage is $17 an hour. $17 an hour. But Ghana, they don't pay them hourly. I think everybody is on salary, which is like monthly. So it doesn't matter how many hours you work. But I'm 100% sure if that person misses a day, they will take that out from their paycheck. But then if you work extra, you don't get paid extra, which is bull crap, which it doesn't make any sense at all. Right? It doesn't make any sense at all. And I think it's also up to the government to set a minimum standard or minimum wage. Because I know most of the private sectors or most of the companies in Ghana, they choose to give whatever they want to give. And be like, hey, okay, I'm going to hire you and I'm going to pay you 500 cedis for the month or 600 cedis for the month, which is not right. There should be a standard rate. The government should put in place and be like, listen, it doesn't matter what kind of job. The minimum for the month is maybe 600. That's it. So you can't go below. And because it's very hard for the average Ghanaian to find a job, so even if you're not doing that job, that person is paying you 500 or even lower, if you leave that job right now, somebody will fill your position. So it has given the employers an upper hand. So they choose to give whatever they want to give. But then comparing Ghana and USA, two different countries. Ghana's GDP is very low. US GDP is high. Okay? So I don't think you can compare that. And things are put in place for the Western countries. Things are put in place. But then that whole dollar, people charging in dollars, that's bullshit. That needs to change. I think Bank of Ghana need to act on it. Okay? If you put a law in place, then you need to act on it. They're selling the house and you see it says $250,000 or anything US too, or maybe $500,000. No, why are you quoting everything in dollars? Meanwhile, you can quote everything in cedis, which is the main currency for Ghana. So yeah, I agree with whatever these ladies said. If you don't agree with me, let me hear your comment at the comment section. Okay, I agree with them 100%. So I think we should leave everything to the government to act on it. All right? Yeah. So if you're interested in videos like this, please subscribe to Famous Unknown. And until we meet again, I'm your host, Shaolin, the Casa Harrises, and I'm out.